and welcome to Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio is Patty Strickland. She is the Executive Director of KidsPack. Welcome to the show, Patty.
Thank you.
And also joining us is Amy Royal. She's the Program Manager for KidsPack Incorporated. Welcome to the show, Amy.
Thank you.
Ladies, if you could, for those of us that don't know, first time for me with KidsPack, what exactly is KidsPack and how did it get started?
KidsPack is a charity that works with the school system in feeding homeless and food insecure children on the weekend. It started back in 2011 by a gentleman by the name of Randy Browning, who was coming across the bridge and heard that they were homeless children going home with no food on the weekend. Mm-hmm. So when he got back into Lakeland, he called the radio station and he said, I just heard this. It can be possible. We live in the wonderful and great country in the United States. What's going on? And they got him in touch with a lady by the name of Dee Dee Wright, who is the liaison for the Polk County school system. And they got together, and a couple of teachers got together and decided to see if we couldn't get some food for some children. They started the first year out with 3 schools, 100 children. As of today, we're in 80 schools with close to 3,000 children a week. But it's with the grace of our community becoming aware that we do have children that are going home on Friday and having nothing to eat until Monday when they come back to school. Mm-hmm. We know that with inflation and what's going on in our country right now, we have a lot more children that are suffering from food insecurity. We have a housing issue, which is causing people to not be able to pay their rent, and they're becoming, sadly to say, our homeless population, which is a family. So that's our goal and our mission, is to try to identify the children through the school system. It's not a referral. It all comes through the school. The school will let us know that there's a child. We get a report at the beginning of every school year called the Hearth Report, which shows how many children are homeless, which means that they do not have a wall structure to go to. They may be in a tent, they may be in a car, they may be under a bridge, they may be in one of the homeless camps that are throughout Polk County. We do not get names, we get numbers. And at that point, we will try to go and find financial support for each one of those children. And until we get a fully funded, which is, we used to be 300, but I think it's about, what, 360 now?
It is, yeah.
About $360 a year will feed one child every weekend through the school year, plus the summer. And that's our goal. And then we notify the school that we have the financial support for, I'm going to say, Johnny. Mm-hmm. And then Johnny's put in the program, and then we start working with our community partners who actually pack and deliver.
A term that I was unaware of until I read a little bit about you, and you just used it. Food insecurity, what is it? And ultimately, what are these children taking home with them when they get a meal on Friday?
Food insecurity means that there's not enough food in the home for their next meal. And there's usually no opportunity for food to be coming into that house. So that's food insecurity. There's not enough food to feed the family.
Now, Amy, as a program manager, what do you do with the program?
So I liaison between the schools with our packing sites, and I keep up with the children. A lot of children are very mobile, I will say, so that when they move schools, what one school will do is say, hey, so-and-so left, this child left, and we'll follow them to the next school. So if you sponsor a child, it will be throughout the year, and we follow that child. So what I do is I just track the numbers. We work with Hearth. We sit on the Polk Food Security Council. We're right now working with a task force with Florida Health for Lake Wales. So we try to partner with the community to find a way to keep these children, in our sites.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, it takes the generosity of a community businesses. Talk to me about those community partners that are making a difference to these children and to the schools that need it the most.
Well, it's all types.
So many.
We have like Mosaic, we have Publix, we have Walmart, we have Lockheed Martin. We have multitudes of corporations that will either, they give us financial support, but a lot of them will also pack for us. They'll come in because it's all based on volunteers. We only have 3 people in our office. Now remember I said we were in 80 schools plus 3,000 meals. So that's a lot of meals that have to be packed and then delivered to schools. So our volunteer base is over 1,000. So without those individuals and without the support of our community, we would not be able to do what we do. We have a group called Grace Giving, which was formed during COVID. And basically what happened was I couldn't get food. So this group of ladies got together and said, okay, we're going to go out to the individual stores and we're going to buy food. And I think there are probably, what, about 600 members right now?
Yeah, it's a Facebook group.
It is a Facebook group, and it's things like that. Churches that are willing to do food drives. I think we have about 17 food drives going on right now because there is a food shortage. I mean, I'm on a computer every day trying to find where we can buy stuff.
Now, Amy, you're on the front lines with this, obviously going school to school. You get to deal with the folks delivering to these schools, delivering to the. Talk to me about some of the things that they will encounter. Tell the folks at home if they were to get involved with the program, what the expectations would be.
So put it this way: we have one man who came on to the he wanted to help. He's a doctor, and he was sharing with us when he goes to one of our schools, children run out because they recognize his car and they know, yes, I will have food for the weekend. So it's very satisfying. We should not have child hunger, as Patty was saying. We're in Polk County. Polk County is, we're so dynamic and we're so giving, and yet we have this almost invisible problem with our children. So if you want to help KidsPack, we definitely need volunteers. Like Patty said, there's 3 staffs. So we, now since COVID, we pack inside our warehouse every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. People can sign up to help there. Food drives. Love food drives. We have Grace Giving for KidsPack on Facebook. They do a food drive. United Methodist Temple is running a food drive. Florida Southern College, their student government is running a food drive. The Lambda Chi boys at Florida Southern College are running a food drive. So we have multiple food drives that are going on throughout Polk County.
Patty, we got about 30 seconds left. What I want you to do is inspire those, whether it be corporation, whether it be the individual. You said as much as a little over $300 to feed a child for the year. Whether it be a single, whether it be a group, inspire them to help, please.
I think we all have a mission in life, which is to take care of our young children. And I feel very strongly that if our community would stand behind our children to help us feed them so that they can get an education and they have a way out of poverty, it's called action. We know that there is an issue of hunger in our community. We need to take a stand and say, I'm willing to do whatever is necessary to ensure that our children have a future in life. That's our hope.
Ladies, I want to thank you for coming in and visiting today. Anytime that you guys want to come back, promote anything that you've got going on, bring in folks that help you. Look forward to seeing you again. Come back and see me, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
KidsPack is a nonprofit organization with a simple mission: to feed the kids. Join the volunteers, community leaders, corporate sponsors, churches, and concerned citizens that work with them to ensure no child goes to sleep hungry. KidsPack partners with the Polk County School Board Hearth and Nutrition Departments to ensure that any homeless and or food insecure student has food for over the weekend when school is not in session. There is child hunger in our community, and KidsPack is in our community to help. Now, if you need more information on what you can do to help a child in need, give them a call, 863-272-7927, or look them up on the web at www.kidspack.org.